Okay, so we're in the middle of this South Park exercise where I've got a character that's walking in here, and so far it's working well. This might make a bunch of sound for you. So all this animation is going to play when the animation first loads in a web page, but I'd like to do a modification here that is going to make it not play until the user starts it. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to add an interactive button to this interface. And here are the steps to doing that. And this is how it's listed. First, you want to add an action script to stop the movie. And so the very first thing this thing is going to do is stop. Now for doing this, always take Actionscript and put it in its own layer so you can find it easily again later. Action scripts are very subtle little things, and if you put them in obscure places, you may not find them again. It gets a little difficult. By the way, this only works using Actionscript 2. I'm using old school methods here. So under Publish Settings, under Flash, I'm using Actionscript 2. That was how I created the file initially. In Actionscript 2, I'm going to hit F9, and I'm going to add an action that's going to stop the video. And here's my actions palette. Move it on down. And under Global Functions, under Timeline Control, there's a stop that you just double click, and that puts in all the controls it needs to stop the animation right there in the first frame. And by the way, you'll see a little alpha symbol up there, which means that there is an action script embedded in that frame, and it's going to play right at the very first frame of the animation. It'll freeze right here. So next we want to put in this action script as well, some sort of a button. Now the next instruction here is create a play button. Okay, on that actions list layer, draw a button shape. I'm going to do something really simple, but you can be much more elaborate with it if you want. I'll make something that is green for go, and I'm going to drag a little round circle there. And I'm going to follow the instructions by double clicking it and hitting F8 to turn it into a button. Okay, double clicking it, hitting F8 or modify convert to symbol does the same thing. And I want to specifically say this is going to be a button type, and I'm going to call it green button. Okay, so that's done. Next steps. Hook a play script up to the button. Okay, select the button and hit F9 to bring up the action script. Well, this is how action script works. Whatever you click on gets the action script. Now I clicked on the frame before to put the action script up in this frame. Now I'm going to click on the button itself. Everything looks the same, but when I hit F9, if this is an action script for just this button, because that's what I had selected. Now I'm going to go back and see what that script should say. Oh yeah, movie clip control on release, and then after a tilde, after a curly bracket, I would like to put a play command. Well, it works like this. This is what's called an on handler. So it's under movie clip control, not timeline control. So I'm going to go back a step. I'm going to use an on handler. And on handler just says, okay, what is the user doing? Well, I'm going to give it an on release. You might think it'd be on press, but on release works better in the interface. On release, I want it to do something, and whatever that something is, it has to be between these two curly brackets. So I'm just going to position my cursor there. Might even hit the enter key to leave a little space. And now I'd like to find a play. Well, we found a stop down here under timeline. There's also a play right there. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to say, just closing it, don't have to save or anything. And when I test this, the movie starts up with nothing, except I can hear some footsteps that I got to program somewhere away. When I go over this button and click it, then my character should start walking. And that's how you put a start button in your animation.
Hello. I am a character animation.
Thanks.
I
Good
talk
luck.
using
Try it for
original
yourself.
dialogue recorded using Audacity.
Try it for yourself.